Welcome, zodiac enthusiasts and curious minds alike. In this video, we'll uncover 10 fascinating, strange, or significant real-life events and facts where astrology has played a definitive role. These tales are not just about stars influencing personalities but about the zodiac shaping destinies. 1. Ronald Reagan's presidency and astrology. Ronald Reagan, the 40th President of the United States, and his wife, Nancy Reagan, famously consulted astrologer Joan Quigley after the assassination attempt on Reagan in 1981. Quigley's advice is said to have influenced the scheduling of presidential activities and even some policy decisions. 2. The astrological election of Pope Leo X. In 1513, the election of Giovanni di Lorenzo de' Medici as Pope Leo X was one of the first recorded instances where astrology was used to elect a pope. The timing of the election was chosen based on favorable astrological charts. 3. Adolf Hitler's astrologers. During World War II, Adolf Hitler reportedly employed astrologers to determine the most auspicious times for military actions. The British intelligence caught wind of this and launched Operation Mistletoe, which involved creating fake astrological predictions to mislead the Nazi regime. 4. The financial astrologer who predicted the 1929 stock market crash. Evangeline Adams, a famous astrologer in the early 20th century, is said to have predicted the Wall Street crash of 1929. Her prediction brought astrology into the public eye as a tool for financial forecasting. 5. Louis XIV's personal astrologer. King Louis XIV of France, also known as the Sun King, had a personal astrologer, Jean-Baptiste Colbert. Colbert used astrology to choose the date for the laying of the cornerstone of the Palace of Versailles. 6. The Great Conjunction and the Star of Bethlehem. Historical accounts suggest that the biblical Star of Bethlehem, which guided the wise men to Jesus Christ's birthplace, may have been a rare great conjunction of planets, an event astrologers pay close attention to even today. 7. J.P. Morgan and astrology. The famous financier J.P. Morgan once reportedly said, "Millionaires don't use astrology, billionaires do." Morgan was known to have consulted astrologers for financial advice, highlighting astrology's influence in the business world. 8. The founding date of the United States. Astrology played a role in choosing the date for the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Some historians suggest that Benjamin Franklin, who had an interest in astrology, chose July 4, 1776, based on astrological configurations. 9. Astrology and the Titanic disaster. Some astrologers claim that the disastrous maiden voyage of the RMS Titanic in 1912 was doomed due to the unfavorable positioning of the moon and planets. They argue that these astrological conditions were indicative of a tragedy. 10. Gauquelin's Mars effect. In the 20th century, French psychologist and statistician Michel Gauquelin claimed to have found statistical evidence that the position of Mars at the birth of athletes had a significant impact on their success. This controversial study, known as the Mars effect, sparked widespread debate and research into astrological influences in personality and talent.